Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to do a recipe that will, hopefully if you're sick throughout the winter with upper respiratory or flu or cold or whatever, that this recipe will help you to get through that period of sickness. What we're doing today is a real fresh, what I'm calling well, it's like a Russian tea, a southern spiced tea. But anyways, that's what we're making today, and I'm going to show you what I've got started here. I set this camera down so I can show you where I'm at. You can see my pot here, my big pot is steaming. What I have in this is just some boiled tea. I've got it about half full right now with just some plain unsweetened tea. I'm going to move this over a little bit so that maybe y'all be able to see me better than, I don't know. Anyway, I'll move this back like this for a second. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix, instead of like a lot of y'all have seen the Russian tea mixes where you use Tang and instant tea and lemonade mix and stuff like that. This is going to be fresh ingredients that I'm going to put in a jar and process in the water bath canner. Let me go ahead and set this down because I'm going to show you here a little bit more about what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, I've got this about half full of just boiled tea bags. And what I use is just regular Lipton tea. You can use green tea, you can use black tea, or whatever's your tea of choice. Use that. It'll be all right. Now, I have fresh squeezed lemon juice. I'm pouring in that. And then I have real orange juice that I'm pouring in that. And then I have ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, and some cayenne pepper. These are organic seasonings that I'm just going to sprinkle in here. Get that out as good as I can. Grab me a... Okay. I want to stir this up real good and get all those seasonings mixed through it. And I'm probably going to go ahead and simmer this just a little bit more. And then I'm going to add some more orange juice to it too. I can smell the seasonings. It smells so good. I've actually been sick for almost a month myself right now because this is just my opinion, but since I am so close to the mountains of East Tennessee where the storms came through, and I'm not far from the lake where everything dumped into the lake, and I feel like there's a lot of moldy contamination in the air from all of the debris that's decaying around us. They're still trying to get everything cleaned up, but there's just so many people in the mountains that are sick with this right now. And you seem to get better and you go out and you get it again. So anyway, I'm staying in a whole lot right now, but I've got this on simmer, and so I'm just going to let it simmer for a little bit until we get, this all mixed through it real good. In the meantime, I'm going to show you something else. You can see over here I've got some orange juice sitting here, and I had some that had more than what I needed for this. I do need to go ahead and pour some more in this kettle. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, whenever I water bath this, it's going to process in the water bath once it starts boiling, because I'm going to start it cool because my orange juice is cold, and you can't put cold glass into a hot canner. So I'm going to start it cool, but since I've got extra orange juice, I'm going to fill up enough jars to, to run my canner full, and they're going to process for 15 minutes in the canner. And so that gives me shelf-stable orange juice. Now, a lot of people say, how do you do that? Or, how do you know that? I've been doing this for years. I have orange juice on my shelf right now that, I don't know. I'll grab a can and see how long it's been there. But you can see here how it has a little bit of the pulp floating around in it. And that's fine. This is one that I did May of last year. All I have to do is just shake it, vigorously shake it, put it in the refrigerator until I get ready to pop the seal on it. You can see it shakes up. I think you can see that. It shakes up really well. And I've had some of my family members to tell me that it reminds them of the little cans of Bluebird orange juice that we used to get when we were kids. I don't know, I just think it's orange juice. But anyway, all you have to do is just pour that orange juice into the jar, put a lid on it and seal it, and process it for 15 minutes. And I've had orange juice on the shelf for probably a good 2 years. I'm sorry, that light is blinding y'all. Another thing I should tell you too is that I'm in the process of getting a new phone. So I know this kind of feels like, I think it kind of sounds like I'm in a barrel, and that's probably sound that way anyway with my voice like right now. But I'm getting a new phone. Hopefully within a few days it'll be here, and my videos will improve some. I'm going to try to get a lapel microphone so that the quality will be a little bit better too. But anyway, I think my tea seems to be, you can see here how it's dark. And then, let me just explain, I'm not going to sweeten this. Now, if you want to put sugar in it, you're welcome to do that. But the reason I'm not is because whenever I use this, especially for medicinal purposes, I like to open a jar and pour it in my cup, put it in the microwave to get warm, and then once it's hot as I want it to be, then I'm going to put a couple of teaspoons or maybe 3 of honey in it, local honey. And that is so soothing to the throat. And for me it's better because I can't have sugar. I'm not diabetic, but sugar makes me sick. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And when you put this in the jars, all you need to do is fill your jar up. It's so simple. Just pour it in your jar and fill it up to the bottom of the rim. You can see here where this one is up to the bottom of that rim. And you can also tell here, this is just store-bought juice that I bought in the cooler section. I don't care for the canned stuff in the grocery store because it tastes like the metal, and I don't do anything in my kitchen with aluminum. If it's in my kitchen, it's going to be glass, or it's going to be stainless steel or pottery, something like that. I learned a long time ago to get rid of the plastics and to get rid of aluminum from my kitchen. So you'll find very, very, very little of any of that in my kitchen because I think there are health benefits to not having it in my kitchen. So, literally all I'm going to do now is put a lid on that, put the ring on it, and then water bath it with my Russian tea. I keep calling this Russian tea. I don't know that it is Russian tea. I have a friend that is from Russia, and she'd never heard of Russian tea. And so, anyway, it's probably just something somebody came up with years ago and called it that. But it's probably more like a southern spiced tea is what it is. But whatever you want to call it, it's good when you're sick because you can taste it. And you might be surprised. A lot of people, and when I first tried this, I thought, my daughter actually was the one that did this. She put the cayenne pepper in it, and she put some turmeric in it. And I thought, that don't even sound good. But then once I tried it, it's very good. It does not change the flavor, but that gives it a little bit of a kick, and it'll help you with, you know, cayenne pepper will make you sweat. And so just, you know, try it, and if you, when you're mixing it, start out with, you know, with low ingredients, and then add what you want to it. Now I will have a recipe. I'm working on volume 2 of my canning cookbook right now, and that will come out. I'm hoping to have it done by May. Last time it took me about 2 months to get the first one done, but it was working long hours, and I'm not sure I've got that time to do it right now, but it'll hopefully be out before too long. And this recipe will be in it. And just, you know, but if you want to make it for winter, I've shown you and told you what I've put in it. And you can mix the seasonings and the, you know, do the ratios of tea and lemon juice and orange juice to whatever you feel like you want in them. But I will tell you that on my tea, I made it strong, like a one tea bag per cup of water. And so that way, whenever I take it out of the jar, you know, if it's too strong, I can always add a little water to it. You can't make it weaker. I mean, you can't make it stronger, but you can make it weaker. So that's why I do that. And so anyway, be watching the videos. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do that. I'm trying to build my channel. A lot of y'all know that years ago, 5 years ago, I had a Facebook page, and there was about 11,000 of you. I know a lot of you all were watching me then. And so when they started censoring my content because I was sharing truth, then it went down from 11,000 and something. There was only about 200 or 300 people seeing my videos then. And so I decided to come to YouTube, and then things happened and I didn't get it going right away. But I'd appreciate if you share my videos, like them, let me know if there's content you want to see on the channel. And of course, it won't be just canning, like I explained before and in the previous video that I did yesterday. I think it's important, especially right now, since President Trump has come out and said that we are going into another deep depression, Great Depression. I think it is very important that people get their finances in order, and I'm concerned, not so much for people my age, but for the younger people that think, you know, credit card is just something you go and buy whatever you want with. And get your finances in order, and then, you know, start buying some beans and some rice. And, you know, if you don't have anything prepared in case of, I mean, we've got a major storm headed to us right now, and potential power outages and ice and all that kind of stuff. And so what are you going to do if you don't have anything prepared? And so that's what I'm trying to do on this channel, is to teach you not just about canning, but also how to use those jars of canned food, and then how to cook from scratch. We'll be making some bread, just a whole lot of different things, and hopefully it'll be something that you can use to help you be more prepared. Now, I'm not sure if I will have a video go up tomorrow. I'm expecting to do maybe 2 or 3 a week right now, but be watching. You never know. Until the next time, God bless y'all.